know you haters keep a shade you blocking. Don't give a fuck if your man is watching. Bitch, you looking for some shade, I'm married. I love my man cause he do me nasty. Yeah. I love my man cause he do me nasty. I like the way you are. 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 I like.
What's up, pussy asshole?
I like the way you are. I like the way you are. I like the way you are. Vamos a gozar. Arriba, abajo. A la izquierda, a la derecha, para el medio.
Going hot, I'm going in your juggler. I'm going hot, I'm going in your juggler. Your nigga wanna call me pussy cause he want this pussy. Your nigga eat the pussy and then he eat the pussy. Okay, what is going on, entertainers? So time comes to y'all with another video, and we talking Justice Cabaret, California, the finale, y'all. Finally, it's over. Okay, this is not one of the best seasons they've had, not gonna lie. And the winner told it all. For some of y'all, you already knew the winner. Literally, y'all, let me tell y'all the tea about the winner situation. A lot of people knew who the winner was because there's an interview of her saying it. I don't know why they did the finale that way, but I knew the winner like week 2 of the show airing. I just didn't want to say it on here because I didn't want to spoil it for y'all. But there's literally an interview, and I'm going to link it below, of her saying she won. So I'm like, the video doesn't have a lot of views because I didn't share it, but like, yeah, next time, Joseline, please don't do that, because me knowing the winner kind of made the season even worse for me. Not gonna lie. So the episode starts off with Egypt. She's still threatening Chinks. She's telling Chinks how, oh, she's gonna dislocate her jaw. And I cannot wait. Oh, let me shut up. But Chinks is so funny because she goes, you already broke my nose, so like I don't care. Like, you feel me? Like, it is what it is. Like, okay, you broke my nose. Like, what's up? Like, what's good? Like, because it's like, Egypt, how much more damage can you do to the girl? She's already broken. You get what I'm saying? Like, you doing more is just gonna make you look bad because you are now beating on somebody who like can't even put up an even fight. I'm just saying. So T Love, she keeps making idle threats. She like, you know what? You say something to her again. You say something to my sister again. I'm not even gonna have to worry about these cameras. That's not what's gonna happen. These cameras right here, I don't care about these cameras. That's what's gonna happen. And I'm like, what are you gonna do? T Love give me the type that owns a GUN, but she owns like an Abraham long gun. And what I mean by that is them little revolvers. Like, I don't see her I don't see her owning like a Glockiana. I see her owning like a little revolver. You know, a Thomas Jefferson, per se. No shade. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are you gonna do to her? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, T Love? I'm just saying, like, what are you gonna do? Okay. So Chinks ends up leaving. She like, oh, like, you feel me? Like, my nose is still healing, Ricardo. Like, you feel me? All I did was call her Patchy, which is so funny because in elementary school, y'all, I had this boy in my class, and they used to call him Patchy. And I wonder if now, first, I wonder how he's doing. But I think he had alopecia because they used to call him Patchy because he had patches all over his head, like bald patches all over his head. So I feel like they were calling him, they call him that because of that. But I feel like it's because now, knowing what I know now, he probably had alopecia. Okay, so I hope he's doing well. Okay. Hi, Isaiah. So all the girls are on the bus on the way home, like on the way home or whatever. And they're like, oh, like health reads should be like off the table and stuff. And I'm like, I'm glad you bitches is not on Bigo or TikTok. Cause they turning Bigo into TikTok now, if y'all haven't noticed. Cause the girls be doing health reads and some most stuff. So I hope none of you girlies are on there and are active on there, because there's avid health reads on there. No shade. I'm just saying, right? Which I never agreed with health reads either, especially when people just be throwing claims of people having a house in Virginia, just some more stuff without having concrete proof. Like, I always feel like that's so ignorant. And it's usually always the girls that do it to each other. So I'm not a big fan of it either. Don't get me wrong. So Andrea, they start talking about her. They're like, oh, like, you need to not crash out the way that you did or whatever. You can't keep doing that. And Drea says, you know, she's gonna keep calm for like the rest of the time there, right? Mind you, when they were playing the ball game, Ricardo gets a text. Oh shoot. Joseline said that three of you guys have to go to the studio. Zeus, can you stop with the fake text? Y'all know damn well he wasn't reading off of that. Just like Suki said, oh shoot, Natalie just texted me. Natalie said we gotta meet her at a ball. Suki wouldn't even read it off of that. Like, just like these fake texts be so funny to me. Like, these scenes are starting to become just as much as the snake rattle, like just as much as doing it on the shows as the snake rattle. So during the text, it says Kanaya, Sky, Drea are the ones that go to the and Erica go to the studio. And Lexi was gagging because she felt like, you know, Drea don't even do music. And she was shocked that she was invited over her. But Lexi, it's because you got a manager. That's what Jocelyn says, and an alleged pimp. More on that on another day. And also, Kanaya. Kanaya, you don't have a manager. I feel like Kanaya is lying. No shade. I think Kanaya got a manager. Because didn't you perform for the BET Awards or something? I saw somewhere that she performed for like the BET like pre-show or something like that somewhere, like on stage or something, or on the red carpet. So I know you can't get a gig like that without proper management. That can't be just straight off of a connect. Ain't no way. Like what? Maybe she had management at the time and left it, because I don't see people booking like that off of just word of mouth. Like, girl, you're gonna have some like some things installed for you to get a gig like that. So I don't know about that, Kanai. I feel like you lied. Now, Jocelyn goes to the studio with Ballistic. Y'all, it's funny because Dre beats by Dr. Dre, Ballistic beats.
I say in allegedly, yeah.
I'm just saying. Let me stop. But no, for real. Ballistic makes great music. All jokes aside, he makes actually great music. I feel like without Ballistic, we would have never gotten the artist that Jocelyn is today, because he's so smart when it comes to putting catchy words and phrases together. I ain't never been a bitch. I ain't never been a that don't want up me. Like, come on now. Like, that's been stuck in my mind since I heard that song. So it's like he knows what he's doing when it comes to the production of these songs. So you really got to give it up to him, like Jocelyn or not. Okay. So Jocelyn has a writer come in, and basically she was telling the writer, like, hey, like, these are the girls I'm gonna have come in, blah, blah, blah. They don't have no management, and I'm gonna find out if they have management or else. Jocelyn brings the girls in, and she really could have picked a better crop, because Drea dances and Erica. Anyways, I'm just saying. So Jocelyn goes down the line. She like, so why would you bitches want to be signed by me, the princess? Like, come on, let me hear. Kanai's like, you know, I need visibility. You think, you feel me? Like, I feel like I need like the vision. Like, I need somebody to put me in like rooms and like the audience. Here go Erica. I'm just doing it for fun. For fun. You know what? I hate when people say that, because once again, I know people who do music for a serious career and they shit fun. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not for funsies. It's not for a key. It's not just a hobby. Like, it's a career. So I just hate when people throw around artistry and just content creation as just for fun hobby, because it's really not. I'm telling y'all. Even what I do, y'all, is like a second job outside of what I do for work. I'm telling y'all, this is a job, y'all. This isn't fun. I mean, it's fun, don't get me wrong, but like, you don't just click a button and you go about your business. It's a lot more to it. So I just hate when people come in the creative field for fun. Uh-uh. Like, that irritates the living crap out of me. So I'm just saying, Drea ends up bringing up her opportunity. So she's like, you know, like, Jocelyn, this Drea, I had an opportunity to like go back to school, and like, you know, I've been really working hard for like the cabaret, but like this school or whatever, I got like 3 credits left. And like, I could end up being like an ultrasound tech. And Jocelyn like, go back to school for what? You know, like an ultrasound tech. How much they make? they make like 150K, like you feel me, up to 150K if you keep going further, you feel me? No shade. I looked it up and the max you can make is 123K. So girl, are you lying? That must be that voodoo. Cause ain't no way you make that amount of money. I looked it up and I looked through the comments also, and that was not a max and not a state I looked up in. So I don't know where she would be getting that education from, but it must be big because I didn't see 150K as the max salary. Okay, but she does have the right to explore her options, you guys. Jocelyn didn't even let her say her piece. She like, you stupid bitch. You stupid, stupid bitch. The other day, you did all of that renting, talking about that I wanted that bitch Lexi, but you know I was drunk. Bitch, I be drinking. You said you thought I was gonna make that bitch Lexi run the cabaret, and you fucking crashed out like a dummy, bitch. You stupid, stupid bitch. Look at you. Look at you. And then Dre's just like, yeah, but I feel like I have the right. She's like, no, shut up. You know what? I think it's time for you to go. I think it's time for you to leave the cabaret. Dre's like, I felt so bad for Dre in that moment. I said, oh my God, I never thought I'd see the day they shade. Drea getting fired. Like, I never thought I would see the day. Somewhere Isis is laughing and scratching her dreads. No shade. Somewhere Isis is cackling, girl, scratching her dreads and putting oil in there. Oh God. I'm telling you, having a good old key. Somewhere Jane Doe is putting on a backwards hat and adjusting her strap, cackling. Like I'm telling y'all, all the girls that Drea has beef with have gotten their revenge from watching this episode. Like it was like the biggest key for them watching this episode. Okay. Now my whole thing is Jocelyn, though, you should have appreciated her being honest because she could have hid it from you. And then if you found out from one of the other girls, that's when I feel like Jocelyn should have had the right to be mad because it's not like she wasn't upfront with you. She's upfront with you. She might have told some of the other girls first, but she's still telling you then. So you should have appreciated that instead of talking to her like you precious mother. Like literally, that to me was diabolical. Okay, I thought she was finna hit Drea. Drea's like, I feel like I have the right. Get that bitch out of here. Get out. Get out. Yeah, ho, what's up? She is up getting up on Dre. She gets up on Dre. I said, oh my God, I did like this real quick watching it. I said, oh, she finna clock her. She finna clock her. She didn't clock her, y'all. And then they end up escorting Dre up out of there like she was a badass kid at the principal's office. I felt so bad for Drea. But I do feel like Drea, oh yeah, say happy holidays, pups. Y'all see look at him. He's so cute. Look, say it. You are on the naughty list. No shade. Look at my butt. Look at my butt. Anyways, my bad. But she, to me, shouldn't have crashed out the way that she did if you had other plans of going to school. That I get Jocelyn being frustrated. But to me, Jocelyn seemed like she was frustrated about her moving on versus making her look like a fool because she was crashing out over this whole Lexi situation. That's what it seemed like to me. So they get Dre up out of there, okay? They escort her up out of there like she was a badass kid. So then Jocelyn ends up getting all the girls to rap and stuff. And first of all, I thought Kanai was a singer. No shade. But she got up in there. Kanai did good. Here comes Erica. Here comes Erica. I give the pussy, give me the money, give me the money, give me the pussy, eat the pussy raw, and then you get dropped, you get popped, you get stopped, and you want to bring it to the top, to top, rock, eat the up, eat it up, eat it up, eat it up, drop. What the heck was that? Really? This is what happens when people do music for fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what happens. You get musicians like that for fun. That was horrible. I'm sorry. It sounded like she deadass was reading off of a paper, which she was. And then here comes Sky. Sky to me didn't sound that all amazing either because she did it from the dome. And here's my thing. If you cannot rap what you wrote and you have to freestyle, are you really a rapper? Let's really talk real here. Are you really a rapper if you cannot write down the words that you're thinking of to rap in a song and then go into the studio and rap it out? Because you do realize once you make a song and you write it or you have a ghostwriter write it for you, you have to memorize those lyrics. Or is that not a thing anymore? I don't know. But that part gagged me because apparently she's an actual artist. So it's like, girl, that should be something you should be like, you know what I'm saying? Up to do. But anyways, the studio session ended. Melissa and Ballistic and them gave them all their flowers and stuff. I feel like Kanai did the best out of all of them. And then Des T Love and Drea and Amin Des T Love, Egypt and Amin, they start talking about chinks and T Love says she don't know why she's there. She can't dance. And I'm like, neither can you. We didn't see that rehearsal. I got bad bitch. She was like, bad bitch to the party. I got bad bitch. Got a girlfriend too. And I'm at me. I was like, T Love, you need to go sit down somewhere. When I tell y'all she was so offbeat and she was missing all of the steps, it was so bad. Like, T Love, you got a lot of nerve and a lot of forehead to talk. Like dead ass. So then they start talking about Drea and Egypt says that whatever Joseline said to Drea, it really affected her because she started acting different. We see a scene of Erica and Kanaya sitting down. Once again, Kanaya is a better person than me because I'd have to scratch you back for your girlfriend. It's no shade. A scratch for a scratch. I'm going to have to get you. Before the season ends, we're going to be twins. You know how bitches got matching tattoos? We're going to have matching wounds. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that cute? We're going to take a picture afterwards. Be like, I'll fuck around afterwards. Then we straight. You know what I'm saying? Once I get my lick back. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Drea, Neek, and Oceans and Lacey end up talking, and Lacey was basically telling Drea how she felt about the situation. You know how Lacey deep ass voice. She like, man, like Drea, I really like appreciate like what you did. You feel me? Like you came at me like on some wild. Like you was like, you wanted me to take over the cabaret. You don't want me to take over the cabaret. You don't know how I could take over the cabaret. And it's like, damn, cool. Like you could have put me to the side on some real, but you didn't. So like, what's up with that? Like, I really appreciate that. Like, you feel me? Here comes Dre. She like, well, you feel like I think that I was wrong and I really could have pulled you to the side. And it's like, why couldn't y'all have done that before? Drea, you did all that hooping and hollering to get fired. That's bad. That's really bad. I'm not gonna lie to you, Drea. That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. Okay. So then Joseline says that is talking to Ballistic, says that she wants to give away $50K and 3 contracts. Okay. So we get to the strip club night. The strip club looks absolutely amazing. Once again, the reason why the winner got leaked, they actually had fans there as well. So one of the fans, you guys, actually took a picture of Sky holding the check and sent it to me. For some reason, they sent it to me on my DMs. I didn't screenshot it when I saw it, but like I was scrolling to find it and I never could find it. But I literally have a picture of her. I had at one point her holding the check or whatever. So that's how I kind of knew who the winner was before I saw that interview of her on the red carpet, right? So then the strip club, once again, it did look great. Joseline brings all the 3 girls that were in the studio to sign a contract. Sky runs to sign the contract to be managed. Now, this is where Joseline, you should have acted like Precious's mama and cussed her ass out and be like, you dummy. You stupid B. Because for you to run and sign a contract, it doesn't matter how long the contract is, a page, a paragraph. You got to read it, babes. Are you crazy? Wouldn't have been me. I'm telling you. Would not have been me. Like, we don't know what's in that contract. That contract could have said she owns your pussy for a year and she got to tell you what to do with it. Like, she owns your birth canal. And you just ran over there and signed it all golly gee. I couldn't believe Sky did that. And I really feel like that's the only reason why she got that 50K. Because she was one of the only ones so eager to run and sign it. I think they were gonna give it to Kanaya had she signed. But I'm glad Kanaya did not sign because I do feel like she takes her being an artist serious because anybody that knows anything in regards to music, you got to read it over with a lawyer. It doesn't matter if Beyonce sends you over the contract. A lawyer got to look at it, babe. It doesn't matter. a lawyer got to look at a contract, no matter what you sign. Even if you sign a wild lawyer, you got to like at least look over for at least some time, especially if it's something serious. It's not like some one-time thing where it's like you do one concert with Joseline, boom, ba, boo, done. She's managing you for how long? What's the percentage? What's the buyout? Collab, uh, collab details. Like you don't know what's in that. She just, yeah, I had to sign just to say my mom, my sister cool. You feel me? Last time I checked, the contract will say your mom, your sister cool. That 50K gonna keep your mom, your sister cool. But I don't know about that contract. Kanai did not sign it. Erica used the excuse of her being drunk. No shade, Erica. You ate that, okay? She's like, I'm like drunk. I can't read it. And like, I'm inebriated. I'm like, yeah, girl, you didn't want to sign it. I don't blame you, bitch. No shade. It's not like I don't think Ballistic and Jocelyn, it's not like I don't think they don't know what they're doing. I just feel like anybody that knows business, especially music business, entertainment business, you really always have to look through it with the lawyer, especially if it's a long-term type of situation. For things that are one-on beyond like an interview or something, that is nothing. Like you look over that and you make sure you're reading it properly. You save a copy, you sign it. A performance, you look over that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Those are like one-off situations. For something long-term, you better read that mother like so your eyes are red. So good luck to Sky. I hope and pray in great endeavors. Okay. So Jocelyn gives away the 50K, ends up giving it away to Sky. That to me, I don't think she deserved it. And the reason why is I feel like she's not that great of a dancer as Kanaya. We barely saw her this season. We didn't see a storyline arc with her. At least Kanaya, we saw a storyline arc with her. She was the outsider from the beginning of the season and ended up being cool with at least most of the girls towards the end. And we saw her dance throughout the season and saw that she is a star in my Isaiah voice. She's a star. So the fact that she didn't get the 50K, I feel like was robbery. Highway. So when she announced the winner, T Love was mad. T Love like, man, like y'all got me messed up. Like, man, go on with that. Like, what you talking about, man? She hopped off. She getting up out of there. She huffing and puffing. I'm like, T Love, please. You lucky you even got paid for the season. For you to think you deserve that 50K is crazy. You don't even know the steps. T Love, girl, bye. I don't know about that. To me, the people that deserved it were Kanaya, Lexi. I would even say Drea. And the reason why I say Drea is because I feel like last season she should have gotten a piece of that, the earnings. Did she get a piece of the earnings? I don't remember. But no, that's one of the people I would put in the winnings. Who else? That's really about it. That's literally really about it. Like dead ass. That's really about it. Because I feel like I wouldn't even say Neek because Neek don't listen. So it's like those are the three I feel like that would deserve it, in my opinion. Okay? Because Drea, y'all gotta understand. The other girls will say that too. They go to her to learn some of the dances because some of them don't be knowing the dances. So she trains them how to dance. Just putting it out there, y'all. Anyways, let me know what y'all think down below about this episode. What do y'all think about the winner? Once again, it was a lackluster winner to a lackluster season. I really hope that next season they take the whole baddies aspect out of it. We don't want to see them fighting 24/7. We want to see the funny moments, the sexy moments, the dances. A fight's in there throughout, don't get me wrong, but not like, do your big one or you can't be in a cabaret. Like, what? Can we find a reason why they have to do their big one? Like an actual storyline that has to make them squabble? I'm just saying. Let me know what y'all think down below. Oh, y'all babies.
Welcome to the house of entertainers. Spilling all the tea on the famous. Lights, camera, action getting dangerous. Welcome to the house of entertainers. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Welcome to the house of entertainers. Got a white girl too, and her boyfriend got bad bitches. Bad bitch to the party, I got bad bitches. Yeah, yeah, yeah.